All right, just got kind of an off-the-cuff video. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this clip. I've seen it before and it impressed me, but I decided to give it a shot on my guitar and I was like, wait, well, how is this even being done? And then I realized, oh yeah, Jeff Beck is a guitar wizard and he's your favorite guitar player's favorite guitar player. Isn't that what they say about Jeff Beck? So I am here to expose you to one of the coolest things that he ever did on the guitar. And I wanna let you know Guitar Super System is on sale, $5 for a subscription for Black Friday. Use the link in the description if you want to get yourself or somebody else a gift subscription to Guitar Super System. Thank you so much for your support. Now let's get into this insane solo. We're gonna need a slide, but we're not gonna put it on our fretting hand. We're gonna get rid of our pick. And just check this out. I don't know if the band is improvising chords based on what he's playing or if he is listening to what the band is doing and improvising over them. Either way, it's this insane gelling of the weird, it sounds like a whistle mixed with a theremin or something, or like a whistling person. It kind of reminds me of an omegle. Basically, it's a synthesizer anime looking creature. Tapping on the string with the slide. Of course we know a slide can do this, but I just never thought to take it off the fretting hand and use it like a little percussive hammer. Of course, as you know, like with a fretless guitar, you can play any microtone, so that's what's giving you access to the microtones up here without any frets. You can really just play all the way past the 21st, 22nd fret or whatever you have on your guitar. And I've heard guitar players like Joe Satriani use this with a bunch of delay, kind of make it sound like an alien, but this is the first time I've seen it done with really an intention behind the melodic side of it. And I know other slide guitar players have played up here like this, like they have more frets than they really do. You know, you can go across the strings like that, but like I said, never seen someone take off the slide and find that note with their picking hand or their slide tapping hand. And I suppose you could play like an entire scale up here if you imitated where the frets were. So that was an octave up from an A flat. That's pretty cool. Kind of hear, it's terrible sounding, but you can hear that I have access to that intonation, that octave up beyond the fretboard. And that is what Jeff Beck is tapping into, is his uncanny muscle memory and obviously just experimenting, doing this over and over, understanding exactly where these pitch points are. And like I said, the improvisational element to this, which is apparent, I don't know who is going off of who musically. It seems like when he changes, the chords kind of change, but it also seems like the chords change quicker than Jeff Beck's melody. And by the way, what are those chords back there? So that starts off with a minor sound. But it sounds like it goes major. But it doesn't go major because I've tried it a couple times and it doesn't sound right. I think it goes from C minor to D7, weirdly enough. And then there's like a C sharp thing that happens and then it goes to some E. But there's a lot of pedal tone action going on, meaning there's a solid bass note, but the keyboard or synth, whatever is in the background there, is really playing with some line cliches, a lot of chromaticism, but still leading towards a neutral palette for Jeff Beck to kind of get away with certain melody notes because he's so good at recovering. That's what happens when you improvise. If you play a dead note, that could actually be the best note in the solo if you recover correctly. So there's a couple moments where he's like, no, 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 yes. I think so. Don't know. Yeah. It's like an E minor 9. With those synth lines, there's very little movement, and kind of the point is to be ambiguous harmonically. So that gives Jeff Beck a lot of space to kind of explore the musical landscape. But with a chord progression like this, and then it ends on. When it comes to the technique that's going on here, there's actually an art to getting a solid note. You hear how that's kind of messed up and dead sounding? It sounds like the missed note in Guitar Hero. You have to get solidly without hitting any of these other strings. You can easily create some overtones that you don't want. So it's pretty cool, actually. Pretty intuitive if you're a guitar player and you know your scale shapes. It goes along with a lot of the things that great guitar players have been telling me when I have these people over to my studio. Making your guitar sound like not a guitar seems to be a great way to find your real musical voice on the instrument. Of course, you never abandon the stuff that makes you feel great and makes you love guitar and made you pick it up. But these explorations of tone and melody and just experimenting with the sounds that are already in your guitar. He didn't need a guitar pedal or a new amp or new guitar for this. He just grabbed something he already had, a slide, and his innovation in his head. So I encourage you, if you're ever feeling like you're in a rut or just stuck feeling like, I always play the same crap, do something completely backwards. Whatever that means to you. Whatever you do it in reverse and see if that changes things for you. I hope this message finds you well, and I hope you have a great day. And until next time, keep shredding.